Another important element of the project was the play of shadows. So we decided to work with light and to reveal light in a very soft way. So the wood slats of the Akoya wood are ideal for this because we see the light penetrating through the gaps, but at the same time we have this tapering element which shrinks and brings in light. It also brings in the so-called borrowed scenery from the rest of the context. So this is a familiar technique in Japanese and Chinese gardens where you would bring in, it's called Shakkei or Jingjing, I think it's, where you bring in borrowed scenery from the context as part of the garden. So you can enjoy the context, but at the same time you're screening out what you don't want to see and what you don't want to hear also. And this idea also is as a consequence of a thinking in terms of rhythm and composition. So the reference to music is very strong in our work, also because we always try to work with a sense of sequence, with a sense of composition, a sense of also expectation, a sense of surprise, and a sense of rhythm that is often brought by the materiality. So in this case, wood is ideal, and especially wood slats. We decided to work with two single sections, so 40 by 40 millimeters and 40 by 70 at different heights. And the way they're placed, this simple juxtaposition of these two elements brings a softness and a rhythm that helps embrace the space as one and unify it as a one element around the pool, especially, but around the garden throughout. Wood also brings lightness, which is an important element for us as designers. In the structure, lightness also in the touch and the feel. And this lightness is also brought upon by the scale of the wood, because we often work with very thin sections, and so the fact that you have a massive architecture that's designed in plaster and steel and has a very unified look, the fact that we brought in wood helped with the scaling down and bringing the architecture to a human scale. And so we thought this was quite helpful. And the change of scale also brings a certain quality in terms of craft, because what we really like is when materials are well crafted and human-made and very pleasant to the touch and to the feel. Obviously, another thing that's very important is the simplicity of construction. So the day you want to dismantle, disassemble, or change parts of this intervention is quite easy because you just unscrew and rebuild parts of it. And this also led us to design furniture pieces, bespoke furniture pieces for this garden, like the changing cabin, but also a credenza, also a table, and simple elements, also the cladding, the underside of this. So again, the naturality of wood and its very important durability and weathering are key elements in this project.